At this time, we now want to check our gas supply using a manometer. This will verify that the gas installation is correct and that we have the appropriate gas supply pressure. You will note we are using a digital manometer for the test. This is by far the most accurate and easiest to use. A manometer reads in WC, or inches of water column. The required gas pressure for Hayward heaters is also listed in WC. You will find this gas pressure information on the data plate of the heater. The gas valve has two ports that are used to check the gas supply under different operating scenarios. One port is located in the inlet side of the gas valve, and the other on the manifold or outlet side of the gas valve. Different heaters require different gas pressures. Natural gas and propane heaters have substantially different requirements. The minimum-maximum inlet pressure is the measured inlet pressure when the heater is fired and operating, and is tested on the inlet side of the gas valve. The manifold pressure is measured on the manifold side of the gas valve and measures the gas pressure going to the burner tubes. Refer to the service and installation manual of the heater for the required pressure readings. This information is also found on the heater's data plate. Always turn the shutoff valve to the off position when removing or installing the gas valve test plugs and inserting or removing the manometer test fitting. Using a 3/16" Allen wrench, remove the test plug on the inlet side of the gas valve and insert the test fitting from the manometer into the port. Snug the test fitting into the gas valve and attach the test hose to the fitting. Turn on both the gas valves outside and inside the heater, and turn on the main power to the heater. To verify the gas valve inside the cabinet is on, the arrow on the gas valve knob should be pointing down or to the on marking on the valve. The on marking on the valve is at the 6 o'clock or straight down position, while the off marking is at the 9 o'clock or to the left side of the valve. Before the heater is fired, make sure the reading on the manometer is within the minimum-maximum readings for the heater. No reading, or one below minimum, means that a valve is off, or there is an obstruction somewhere in the gas line to the heater. If the pressure is above the maximum reading, the gas company needs to readjust the main gas meter for the proper gas pressure. Another possibility is you may have a high-pressure system and would need a second regulator at the heater. Refer to the service and installation manual for the heater for information on this type of high-pressure gas system. Make sure the pump is operating. Once power is applied, the standby light on the control panel will illuminate. Press the Mode button and select Pool or Spa, depending on what you are set to heat. Then select a temperature high enough to call for the heater to fire. At this point, the heater should begin operation. The selected temperature will flash for a few seconds, and then the current water temperature will display on the panel. Be sure that any other appliances connected to the main gas supply are turned on during this test. With the heater running, take note of the gas pressure reading on the manometer. On the H400 FDN natural gas model, we are looking for minimum inlet pressure when fired under load of 4.5 inches of water column and a maximum of 10.5 inches of water column. If the heater will not fire, it is still possible to get a fairly approximate gas pressure reading when the gas valve opens and the heater attempts to fire. In this case, if the pressure is lower than 4.5 inches of water column, there is a supply issue between the main gas meter and the heater. With the power and gas supply off, replace the inlet plug and move the manometer to the manifold or exit side of the gas valve. Turn the gas supply and power back on and set the unit to call for heat. Once the heater is firing, note the pressure reading. On the H400 FDN natural gas model, if the heater is operating and manifold pressure is within 1.8 to 2 inches of water column, the pressure is fine and no more testing is necessary. In either case, whether the heater fires or not, and the manifold pressure is below 1.8 inches of water column, we must adjust the pressure regulator on the gas valve in order to get the pressure up to a minimum of 1.8 inches of water column and no higher than 2 inches of water column. Only adjust the regulator if the readings on the incoming side of the gas valve were correct. Adjusting the gas valve to compensate for a low incoming reading should never be attempted, as this could cause a safety issue with the heater. Remove the brass plug with a small piece of white tape over the slot for the screwdriver on the front of the gas valve. A punctured tape will notify any service technician that the valve has either been tampered with or the pressure has been changed. You will find a slotted adjustment screw located under the brass plug. To increase the manifold pressure, turn the adjustment screw clockwise in 1/4 turn increments. Check the manifold pressure once again after each adjustment. Continue this process until the desired pressure is reached. This pressure regulator must not be bottomed out. Once you have reached the correct pressure, reinstall the brass plug into the gas valve. Once testing is completed and all necessary adjustments are made, secure the front cover to the heater with the 4 screws provided.